Did you know Dollar Tree quietly pulled over 270 products last year? No warning, no clearance, just gone? And now in 2025, 10 more are being removed for good. Some were everyday essentials. Some were little joys. All of them? Gone without a trace. Let's count down the 10 Dollar Tree products you'll never see again in 2025. 10. Eggs for $1.25. Dollar Tree's yard 25-pound eggs are officially gone, and they're not coming back. Quietly removed in 2023 without warning, these budget-friendly cartons were once a go-to staple for shoppers looking to save on the basics. But now, in 2025, even if you're lucky enough to spot eggs on the shelf, you're paying $5 or more. That legendary low-price breakfast option? It's history. And this is just the beginning of what's quietly vanishing from Dollar Tree stores nationwide. Think about it. How often did those cheap eggs save your weekly grocery run? They weren't fancy, but they worked. For seniors on fixed incomes, for families juggling bills, for anyone who needed to stretch a dollar, those eggs were a lifeline. Dollar Tree gave people a way to keep food on the table without sacrificing quality or pride. The quiet removal of this everyday essential is more than a price hike. It's a wake-up call. So ask yourself, if something as simple as eggs can disappear without a trace, what else is being taken off the shelves while we're not looking? The golden age of budget breakfasts didn't just end, it was erased. And now, the question is whether we're willing to accept it or pay more for less, one item at a time. What's next? Milk, bread, canned goods? Let us know in the comments. When did you first notice the eggs were gone? 9. Snap's Frozen Snacks. Snap's Frozen Snacks. Those iconic $1.25 mini pizzas, mozzarella sticks, and jalapeno poppers are being removed from Dollar Tree stores across the country. Quietly and without public explanation, these freezer staples are vanishing from shelves that once overflowed with affordable comfort food. If you're someone who counted on grabbing a quick, tasty bite without spending more than loose change, brace yourself. Snaps is no longer part of the deal, and shoppers are starting to feel the loss. These weren't just late-night snacks. They were lifesavers for people on fixed incomes, busy parents, college students, and anyone needing a cheap, hot meal in minutes. You didn't have to think twice. Toss a box in your cart, pop it in the oven, done. It was the kind of predictable value Dollar Tree built its name on. But now, customers are finding cold sections that look stocked, until they realize the brands they trust are quietly gone, replaced by nothing or by items that cost more and offer less. Have you walked into Dollar Tree lately and stood in front of the freezer wondering why something feels off? That quiet shift in inventory isn't random, it's strategic. And the question is, how many more small comforts will be taken off the shelf before we're left with nothing but empty choices at higher prices? Let us know. Did Snaps have a place in your freezer? Or did it help you through a tough month? Your story matters, and it's time we paid attention to what's being taken away from our everyday options. 8. El Monterey Single Frozen Burritos. $1. One burrito. No hassle. For years, El Monterey Single Frozen Burritos were the ultimate quick fix for lunch or dinner, especially for families trying to make every dollar stretch. But in 2025, that dependable freezer favorite is being phased out across Dollar Tree locations. In many stores, it's already become a rare find. The spaces they used to occupy? Now filled with higher-priced alternatives or simply left empty. And what was once a simple, affordable solution has quietly been pushed aside. These burritos weren't just food. They were a backup plan, a break after a long day, a meal that didn't require overthinking. For parents, seniors, and working folks alike, they offered comfort and consistency at a price no other store could match. But now, shoppers are walking into Dollar Tree, heading to the freezer section, and realizing something's off. The familiar packaging? Nowhere to be seen. And in some areas, staff don't even know if they'll be restocked at all. That silence says everything. So here's something to consider. When reliable meals like this start getting removed from the mix, how do we fill that gap? Especially when prices elsewhere keep climbing. If you depended on El Monterey as part of your weekly rhythm, you're not alone. And the frustration is real. Are we losing not just products, but peace of mind at checkout? Drop a comment if these burritos were part of your routine. And let's talk about what Dollar Tree still needs to bring back. 7. Small national brand cereal boxes. Those tiny boxes of name brand cereal, Cheerios, Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes, used to be a quiet treasure in the Dollar Tree aisles. A single-serving solution for busy mornings, picky eaters, or anyone just craving a bite of childhood. But now, those mini favorites are steadily being removed from more and more stores. Not sold out, not seasonal, just phased out as part of a quiet pricing shift. And shoppers are starting to notice their favorite quick breakfasts are no longer on the shelf. Here's the thing. These small boxes were more than just cereal. They were convenience without waste. A no-commitment way to treat yourself or your grandkids. But with rising costs and new pricing models, Dollar Tree has been forced to rethink what value looks like. And sadly, big-name cereals and small packages no longer make the cut. The shelves that once held those colorful boxes now hold generic substitutes, or nothing at all. And for many, that's more than a product change. It's a disappointment. Think back. How many mornings were saved by one of those little boxes? How many trips with the grandkids started with, pick one cereal you want? Losing them isn't just about sugar and flakes, it's about losing a small, joyful routine. So tell us, when's the last time you saw these boxes in your store? And do you think these tiny comforts are being traded away for profit? Your voice matters, especially when these quiet removals keep happening without warning. Quick break, real talk. If you've walked into Dollar Tree lately and thought, something's different, you're absolutely right. These removals aren't random. They're strategic, and they hit where it hurts most, your wallet. So if you care about saving smart, hit that like button and subscribe to Frugal Daily. We don't just show you what's disappearing, we give you real tips on how to shop better, spend less, and stay ahead of these quiet changes. All right, back to the countdown. And trust me, the next ones will really open your eyes. 6. Shore Living Seasonal Collection. The Shore Living Seasonal Collection was a summer staple at Dollar Tree. Every year, like clockwork, shoppers would hunt for the beach-themed signs, seashell candle holders, and ocean blue accents that made their homes feel like a peaceful escape, all without overspending. But now, that tradition was broken. The collection didn't return. Not delayed. Not moved. In many stores, it was simply removed without any sign it was coming back. And for longtime customers, that absence felt like more than just a missing display. This wasn't just about decor. It was about a feeling. The Shore Living items gave people, especially those on a fixed income, a chance to refresh their space with a touch of summer without draining their wallets. It made seasonal joy feel accessible. But now, shoppers who waited all year for those familiar coastal pieces are left staring at empty shelf space or completely new inventory that doesn't carry the same warmth. And with no official word from the store, it's hard not to feel like something personal was quietly taken away. Here's a question to think about. When small seasonal traditions like this get cut, what does that do to the simple joys we look forward to? For many people, decorating for the season isn't just a hobby. It's a way to create moments that matter. And when those moments are no longer supported by stores like Dollar Tree, it feels like a piece of joy is being priced out. Have you noticed this change in your store? Let us know, because these changes matter more than the store seems willing to admit. 5. Dollar Tree Plus products. When Dollar Tree first introduced the Plus section, it felt like a big deal. Finally, a chance to grab larger, better quality items for just a few dollars more. Shoppers found things like name-brand storage bins, toys, home goods, even food items that felt like steals at $3 or $5. It expanded what Dollar Tree could offer, and for many, it brought real value. But now, in 2025, that entire concept is being removed. The Plus signs are coming down, and with them, many of those higher quality deals are vanishing from the aisles. This isn't just about a rebrand, it's a full shift in strategy. Dollar Tree is rolling out its 3.0 store model, which completely eliminates the Plus label. And as those signs disappear, so do entire product categories. Items that once offered a rare mix of affordability and quality are no longer part of the store's plan. For budget-conscious shoppers who came to rely on those upgrades, it's a major setback. Now, what used to cost you $5 in-store might push you toward $10 or more elsewhere, if you can even find it again. Let's be honest. The Plus section gave people choices. It gave families room to plan for birthdays, back to school, and home projects without overspending. So why remove something that worked? Are we heading toward a Dollar Tree that offers less variety, fewer upgrades, and more limits on what shoppers can access? If your local store has already started pulling Plus products, we want to hear about it. Because when good value gets quietly taken off the table, it affects more than just our wallets. It reshapes how we shop entirely. 4. Trial-size shampoos and beauty products. Trial-size shampoos, conditioners, lotions, and soaps, once a go-to find at Dollar Tree, are being pulled from more and more stores in 2025. These compact essentials used to be a smart option for travel, quick use, or simply saving money without buying in bulk. But now, Dollar Tree is moving in a different direction. Those $1.25 mini bottles are being replaced with larger packs priced at $3 or more. And in some stores, the smaller options have already been removed entirely from the shelves. For years, buying small meant buying smart, especially for seniors, single shoppers, or anyone living on a fixed income. You didn't need a family-sized bottle of shampoo just to stay clean. But now, the aisle may look familiar at first glance until you realize what's missing. And what's worse, many shoppers are still reaching for old favorites only to find they're no longer stocked. In a store built on small, affordable solutions, that's a big shift, and not one everyone asked for. So here's the reality. Dollar Tree says it's about giving you more, but what if more product just means more cost and fewer choices? If you've ever tossed one of those little bottles into your cart thinking, "This is all I need," you're exactly who this change affects. Let us know. Have you noticed those trial-size items disappearing in your store? Because when the smallest options start costing the most, it's time to ask, who is this new model really helping? 3. Cheap cookie and cracker packs. This one's sneaky. And if you've noticed your snack aisle looking a little emptier lately, you're not imagining it. In 2025, Dollar Tree has quietly removed dozens of its cheapest cookie and cracker options. Those random off-brand sandwich cookies, vanilla wafers, cheese crackers, and snack packs that once filled the lower shelves, many are no longer part of the plan. It wasn't a shortage. It wasn't a delay. It was what the company called a category reset, and that reset came at the cost of variety. For years, those cheap snack packs were a blessing. Quick bites for school lunches, road trips, or late-night cravings that didn't blow the budget. They weren't always name brand, but they did the job. And when every dollar counts, being able to grab a treat for $1.25 always meant everything. But now, customers are walking in expecting options and finding fewer boxes, fewer choices, and higher prices. In many stores, the cheaper brands have been swapped for pricier name-brand alternatives or removed entirely. So ask yourself, when something as basic as a budget cookie gets pulled, what message is being sent? That small indulgences aren't worth offering anymore? That affordable snacks don't belong on the shelves? These changes might seem minor, but they add up, especially for families trying to stretch every grocery dollar. Have you had to change what you buy because your favorite snack suddenly vanished? It's about what kind of value is still left in the dollar store. 2. Small picture frames and basic decor. If you've ever spruced up a room with a $1.25 picture frame or hung a cute little sign in the kitchen from Dollar Tree, you're not alone. For years, that aisle was a hidden gem, a way to refresh your home without spending a fortune. But now, in 2025, that go-to decor section is changing. Small frames, basic wall art, mini trinkets, they're quietly being removed in favor of bigger, higher-priced inventory. In many stores, what used to be full shelves of affordable charm now feels oddly empty. This shift isn't just about space, it's about profit. Dollar Tree's newer model focuses on items with higher margins, which means small, low-cost decor no longer fits their plan. The result? Those simple joys, like framing a photo of your grandkids or decorating a shelf with a seasonal piece, are becoming harder to find. And for shoppers who relied on those inexpensive touches to bring life into their homes, it's a frustrating change. What once cost $1.25 that might now run you triple, or be gone altogether. Let's be real, not everyone wants or needs a $15 wall print. Sometimes all you need is a little frame to make a memory stand out. So when those small options start disappearing, what does that say about who Dollar Tree is trying to serve now? Have you noticed your local decor aisle shrinking? Because when the ability to make your house feel like home starts to cost more, it stops being about style and starts being about affordability. Let us know if this hit your home too. 1. Helium-filled balloons. For decades, there was one thing you could count on at Dollar Tree. If you needed a balloon blown up, they had your back. Birthday parties, graduations, baby showers, or just because you'd walk in, pick a balloon, and they'd fill it with helium right on the spot. It wasn't just a service, it was part of the celebration. But now, in 2025, that tradition is being removed. In many locations, the helium tanks are gone, the signs taken down, and employees simply say, "We don't do that anymore." Sure, you can still buy the balloons, but without inflation, what are you really getting? It's like buying candles without a flame. And for so many families who counted on Dollar Tree for last-minute party prep or affordable joy, this change feels personal. No announcement. No clear explanation. Just one more quiet removal of something that brought smiles, especially to those who couldn't afford party stores or big box chains. For many, it was a simple way to bring a room to life. And now that spark is missing. Here's the bigger picture. When even celebrations start getting downsized, what message are we sending? That joy should cost more? That convenience isn't worth offering anymore? It's not just about balloons. It's about how little by little the affordable pieces of everyday life are being chipped away. Have you had to change your party plans because your store stopped inflating balloons? Now tell me, which Dollar Tree item do you miss the most? Drop it in the comments. And don't go just yet. Our next video, 12 Walmart items you'll never see again in 2025, is packed with even more eye-opening removals. Trust me, you're going to want to see what's next.